it. Here's the back. Join to cut with an eye. Or button anyone I feel like putting. So guys, on our last video I told you that I'll be cutting the skirts length. So look at the skirts now. I have placed the pattern that we made in our last video on my fabric, and I now cut it. I went ahead and cut my lining piece too. So I removed 3 inches from my line, although I added 1 inch more. So as you can see, this is how I want it to be after sewing it. So that's the thing. 1 inch, that was what I put there, and I want the skirt to be to be short. That was why I put 3 inches. I reduced 3 inches from my original lining. On a normal note, it's supposed to be 2 inches. On a normal here, it's supposed to be 2, but I removed 3 inches. So also guys, now is time for us to cut the back piece. So and for the back piece, we put our sewing allowance, so we do not need any to put any allowance again. We put our sewing allowance at the when we were doing the pattern, even our zipper allowance. So you just have to place it on your fabric, secure it with pin, or you use something like weight and keep it so that it won't shift when you are cutting it out. So after cutting it out, I went ahead and notched my dart and my zipper. I went ahead to cut the lining piece. And then guys, the back is is cut by 2, like it's cut fold, but the back is actually 2. The front is kind of 1 because they don't have any opening, unless if you want to put zipper at the front of your this when you now cut your front open. But since we are not putting zipper in our front, the zip supposed to be at the back, so the back have to be 2 while the front will be 1. And because again, oh god, I don't know, my camera is kind of bad, I didn't show the distance very well, because I didn't know how I cut the 3 inches. That was what I'm doing there. Placing my tape only on the lining. That's where you cut it. You place your tape, remove 3 inches from it, and cut it out to making the distance to be short, making the lining to be shorter than the main skirt. So guys, as you can see, our front and our back pattern is all ready to be sewed. So when you come, you place your lining at the down part of it. After sewing it, you raise it up. The 3 inches will now come out. You now iron it. After ironing it, the next thing, you sew the both side. You sew it both side. You sew it up. So if you can see very well, you see what I'm showing you in the camera. Just stay tuned. You understand what I meant. The same thing you do to the back, you do to the front, you do to the back. And for that thing, that for the label, for the cloth label that is there, for you to remove it, just use 4 at the back of the label. Use 4 and rub on top. The label will go off by itself. You shouldn't force it, just continuously use 4 to be rubbing it gently. It will go off. And now guys, I have finished joining the both side. As you can see, look at how beautiful the thing came out. I've finished joining the down part of it, and I've raised it up by the 3 inches that I removed, although when you look at it right now, it's not even looking like 3 inches. So I went ahead to join the both side. I went ahead to stitch the both side, not join actually. I went ahead to stitch the both side. Then here I'm about to iron it. I did the same thing to the back and to the front. Okay guys, I went ahead to pick my dart also, because I want to iron it at once. You know how NEPA used to be, so I want to iron everything at once. I went ahead and picked my dart, so now I am ironing it out. You first of all iron it at the back, later on you flip it to the front and iron it. So guys, after ironing everything flat, I went ahead to put the two bag together. So from my zipper allowance, I'll mark it what is remaining from my zipper. I notch it when we were calling when I was cutting it. So after that, I joined the zipper together. Then I now sew it. This is when I finished joining the zipper, the allowance. When I'm joining it, I didn't back stitch because I have to open it again after and join put my zip. I'm yet to put my zip in this particular scene that you are seeing right now. I'm yet to put my zip. I just run a loose stitch on it so that I can be able to lose it. I can be able to join it to the front, then lose it later and put my zip on it. So after that, you secure the whole thing with pin. You make sure they are equal at the down part, and the upper part you can trim it off if there's anything like excesses. But the down part, if it is not equal, you can't trim it at the down because you have already stitched everything at the down. So when you are joining, guys, join it from the down and make sure they are in the same equal length. Then you join. So guys, I went ahead to secure all the ends with pin so that I can be able to use my measurements and shaping it. So I secure all the ends from the down part to the side. So okay, I've already stitched the zipper, and then so the both side I secure it with pin. Then I use my measurements, the measurement that is this thing. I use my measurement to kind of measure it out for my measurements, rule it out. I use my measurement to do it. Before that, I removed the 2 inches band that we removed when we were making the pattern. Then I marked my hip length. Then I divide my waist by 2 because the skirt is already 2. I divide my waist by 2. What I got, I mark it out. I divide my hip by 2. I mark it out. And because the skirt is kind of short, so I don't want it to have a slit. I didn't remove anything at the down part of my skirt. I supposed to remove something there because of I supposed to remove something from the down to make it pencil the way I want, but I left it. I didn't make it pencil again, so I just put what I got on my waist. That was what I put at the down part of my skirt too. So guys, I went ahead to stitch both sides. Then I opened my zipper allowance the way I told you. I was looking for zipper. I opened my zipper allowance, then I attached my zip on it. The zip is kind of very small and black. I don't know if you are going to see it very well. Anything that you're doing, guys, make sure you use pin to secure anything, like anything. If you don't use pin, trust me, you are not going anywhere. Literally have to do with pin. So after securing the zip, I joined them together. So guys, this is my zip. I've finished joining the whole thing together, even though the down part of it is kind of looking pencil in my eyes, but god, the thing is looking so fine in my eyes. So I went ahead to measure my round waist, and I got 33 and a half. That was what I got. I later reduced it. Then I went ahead and cut my band. So in this band, you can choose to join it that way without putting the hairstay, but I like putting hairstyle. Like, it is called band for a reason, so it's supposed to be kind of hard and strong. So I went ahead and cut my hairstay too and join it, iron it there. I cut the waistband is 2 inches. When I was cutting it, I cut 3 inches on fold, making it 6 inches when I opened it. And later on I have to I have to press everything together, like press it in such a way that I press some inches inside. So that was what I did. So guys, see what I was talking about. I went ahead and see my belt. It is folded into two. I went ahead and put the combs there, which is what you see here. You see here. Then I folded it into the way I told you yesterday.
So now I'll be putting the skirt inside. I'll be inserting the skirt inside and be pinning it. So it's a very, it's kind of a hard something. Look at it, I folded all the edges. This is 32 and half. And in this opening, I don't know if you're seeing it. I'll place it here.
So guys, like I said, I went ahead and secured my band with pin. I put the skirt inside, then secure it with pin. It's kind of hard because the band is strong because of the hairstay. I did it all the way around. Like I take my time. To do it, because if not, I don't even know how to go about it. So take your time. Use your pin to secure it. After securing it, I go to my machine and then I stitch it. As you can see there, it is already stitched. The zipper is what is remaining in this skirt, which I didn't put again, is hook and eye, because I don't have hook and eye. So that's what is only remaining in this skirt after the whole process of stitching it. As you can see here, my skirt is ready to be worn by me.
The next thing that is remaining in this skirt is to put an hook and eye. That's what is remaining. After the hook and eye, to be ready to be worn. To be ready for wearing. No. So guys, this is it. This is the front of our skirt because it's ours. We are the one that made it. So look at it here. Look at the waistband. So let me wear it and show you guys.
So guys, look at the finishing touch of our skirt. It's looking pretty, it's looking good, it's well fitted. The back is giving me the vibe that I want. So the next video I'll be sending is the top. I'll be making the new trending top. That's what I'm making, the one with trumpet sleeve. Guys, don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, hit on the notification bell for you to be notified when I made a new video. The red notification bell, just hit on it, it will subscribe by itself. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.